Hello Libra, this is the Oracle Empress, and I am doing your Sun, Moon, and Rising reading for the month of April. Thank you for joining me and welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to have an opportunity to be reading for you. I'm new to YouTube, and I'm very excited to be bringing my messages from your angels to this platform, and I hope to have you come back all throughout the rest of the year. So as I said, this is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. Remember that messages can be vice versa. Sometimes we may have actions for you, but maybe when you're thinking about the storyline, the actions are really those of the character, or vice versa. That happens sometimes because we are reading energies. And sometimes we are only able to pick up the energy and not necessarily who that energy is connected to when there's a lot of characters involved in the story. The intention has been set for the readings that at any time that you are tuned in, those readings, if they are to resonate with you, will resonate for any time that you are tuning into the reading. So even though it may say have a month attached to it, or it may be a weekly reading, the reading is set to be offered to you to resonate with you at any time. So you could have a reading that's posted now and not even see it until next year, and it's still the message is still for you. All right, so let's go ahead and begin, Libra. Oh my, you immediately got the Ace of Cups, and it looks like that you're not sure about this love interest, but they are very sure about you. They've been working hard to create this amazing life for the two of you. And they are very sure. And it looks like it is amazing. Ooh-wee. I don't know if this is you or if this is the other person, but this is an amazing reading. Oh my goodness. And you, oh my, look what you have at them. Oh wow. Let's take that out. My goodness. Okay. Looks like they're going to be getting some communication from them too. Wow. Lord have mercy. Okay. Ooh, we Libra. You have, oh my, this person or whoever it is are offering you their cup. They're offering you their best, and they love you with all of their heart. They have everything in the world to offer you, and they have been working to offer you the world. There it is right there. My goodness. They've done everything they can to offer. Look, they've been working hard. And they were looking to see if they had done everything that they needed to do to make sure that they could offer you this world right here. They stood back and said, hey, do I have it together? Have I been working hard enough? Is this enough? Is this going to be enough to take care of her and to make her happy, or to make him happy? Wow. It looks like in the beginning, or maybe just recently, you weren't sure about this person. You were like, oh my God, I don't know what to do. I'm not sure. You were scared, or it's fast. I think it's happening fast for you. It wasn't, you didn't expect this to happen so quickly. It may have been a relationship that happened pretty fast. And now you're like, oh my God, you know, all of a sudden he wants to get married, or she wants to get married, and I love them too, but my goodness, this is fast. But look, it's going to be wonderful. If you make the decision and you choose them, this is your soulmate. This is the one. And this isn't even a love reading. My goodness, I wonder what that's going to say. This is the guy, or this is the girl. This is the one. This is the one you've always wanted. You're going to have a wonderful life with this person. And they are ready. They are like sitting here saying, hey, I got it going on, and it's just for you. And Spirit is saying, it is just for you. We've shown the light on this. This is a gift to you. This is a wonderful opportunity. We have blessed it. And it's also going to offer you financial security and financial independence. either they have money or you have money, or at the same time that you're going to be solidifying this relationship, you're going to get a new job opportunity, or you're going to come into some kind of inheritance, or there's some money coming from somewhere, or the person that you are getting involved with has money and they're well off. I believe he does, or she does. They have quite a bit of, they're pretty financially independent, and they're a hard worker too. Very hard worker. So you may be hearing from them really soon, and they're going to be wanting to get that answer from you. Is it a yes or a no? They may be asking you to marry them. They may be asking you to move in with them and to start a family. They may be asking you to be their man or to be their woman. But it is a committed relationship. It is real. It is true. And it's going to work out wonderfully if this is what you decide. It's a soulmate. Wow. We don't need any clarifying cards, but let's just get some anyway, just to see what else Spirit has to say about this. This is an amazing reading. Congratulations, Libra. You're very, very blessed. This is wonderful, and I have a feeling you've been waiting for this. Some of you, this is somebody that you've been dating, and you were wondering which way it was going to go. Some of you, you haven't known this person for as long as you think you need to know them in order to be moving forward. Some of you are like, well, we've known each other, but it ain't been that long, and you're a little nervous about it. All right, it says that souls that belong to each other will always find their way back together. So maybe this was somebody that you guys weren't together. Maybe you knew them when you were really young. Maybe they were a childhood sweetheart or an ex from a long time ago, and you guys have been seeing each other, and it's worked out. You got back together, and it's looking good. This is saying love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. So I think that has to do with this. You just, man, maybe you've got a little bit of conflict about valuing yourself, and you didn't have any issues when you started dating this person, but now that it's come to like, oh my God, this is for real, you're thinking, I mean, do I really deserve this? Is this something that I should have? I mean, why am I getting it so good? And Spirit is saying that you need to love yourself and value yourself because you deserve this. And the only way that this relationship is going to continue to be wonderful for you is if you love yourself as much as you want your soulmate to love you. You have two cards that are really giving you information about you and your personal feelings about yourself and your situation as far as you personally. And it says, in the end, you tried and you cared, and sometimes that's enough. And so there's something that you worked hard to work on and it didn't quite work out. It's not this situation at all. Maybe this is for some Libras that are not in a relationship right now, and maybe you wanted this to be for you, and that person just didn't work out. It didn't happen. But it's going to. It's coming to you. It's on its way to you. It's something that if you put yourself in the feeling of having it right now, it will come to you immediately. It'll show up pretty quickly. But Spirit wants you to know that they have control over that, and that you are a very strong person, and that you're taking on a lot of other people's energies, and it's time for you to put yourself first. You're a very good listener. You want to make sure that people are treated fairly. You're very interested in equity and fairness. And in doing that, you put yourself in between situations that you end up causing a lot of involvement for you, more than people get involved in your situations. You don't get as much help as you give. And so Spirit is saying to balance that out. You're about to come to a situation where you're going to be in a wonderful relationship. You're going to have someone there to support you. And so it's important that you start pulling the energy from others and start pulling it into you and your relationship. All right, so let's take a look at the angels and ancestors, Libra, and see what they have to say for you today. Thank you for your messages for Libra. Thank you for your messages for Libra. Thank you for your messages for Libra. All right, Libra, let's see what we have for you today. We've got, oh, there was two. We've got the Shapeshifter, transform and unveil your gifts. So this is a card that your sun sign partner got. Gemini got this card. And what it was saying is that you have a lot of talents and a lot of gifts. Some of those gifts are spiritual and some of those gifts are creative. And so Spirit is saying, hey, it's time for you to walk in those gifts and allow us to work through you using those gifts. Your next card is see beyond the current situation. So you have the ability to see, and Spirit has the ability to show you, and you have the ability to see the messages from Spirit. So when it comes to this situation where it didn't work out with someone or there was a conflict somewhere, Spirit is saying, look past that and see the underlying spiritual situation. See it through spiritual eyes. And look, she's got an hourglass. She's able to see and know exactly what's going on. She can see it in her glass, in her crystal ball. Harness mystical power. So some of you are seers. You have that ability. You're clairvoyant yourself. And Spirit is saying you need to get involved in that. You need to do that. You need to step into it. You need to step into the High Priestess. Use your magical abilities. Use your power to manifest. Use your clairvoyance. Your ability to hear. Your ability to see. You have spiritual gifts. Spirit is saying use them. That's how you're going to get out of this uncertainty. All right, let's see what the angel answers have to say. If you have a question, you can go ahead and ask your question as I begin to shuffle the angel answer cards. Unlikely. So something that you ask, the answer is unlikely. Recovery. Several signs got recovery today. So if there's something going on, maybe some of you have been sick, you haven't been feeling well, you need to recover. Some of you have been hurt, or the person that you've been involved with has been hurt, or you have someone in your family that's recovering from an illness right now. It's up to you. So whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, if you want it, you got it. Spirit says it's all up to you. Let's get some messages from the Energy Oracle. Thank you for the messages from You have indecision. You're having a hard time deciding about this guy, and he is amazing. I don't see anyone else in this, any other people in this reading, so I don't believe you're having to choose between this person and someone else, but you have a lot of indecision. I do get the feeling that some of you are trying to decide whether or not you're going to take on another position or if you're going to leave a position. You're trying to decide if you want to quit, move on to something else, or if you're going to stay. Healer of the ages. You have the gifts. You had 2 cards that told you. Actually, 3 cards. Some of you watching are very intuitive. The Spirit is saying, get with it. Come on. They need you. They need you helping people. They need you to be able to see things that are going on in your own life. You are equipped with the healing energy. Some of you need to think about going into Reiki and energy healing. Some of you need to consider counseling. And if you're counseling already, you may need to start counseling a different group of people. Door to personal healing and happiness. Just walk through the door, and all the blessings and everything that you need will be there. So take time out to connect to Spirit. Cultivate your gifts. Become the High Priestess. Walk through those gates and get your blessing. All right, let's take a look at the archangels and see what they have for you today, and then we'll be wrapping up your messages. Thank you, angels, archangels, for your messages for Libra. I'm also getting that some of you, if you are a Christian or a believer, that you need to pray. You really need to get in your prayer closet. And you need to pray. You need to ask for guidance. You need to really connect spiritually. You're very sensitive to the Spirit, and you're very sensitive around the moon. The different moon cycles affect you a lot. Some of you may have Pisces in your chart, and so you are very intuitive if you do, and you are very affected by the moon cycles. And so it's important to really be connected to yourself and your feelings, your body, how you're feeling inside your heart, how you feel in your body, the thoughts that come to you when you're sensitive at the time of the moon cycles. It's an important time. You may get extra messages. You may feel heavy sometimes, depending on the moon cycle, and that's because of the sensitivity that you have in your spirit. Life review. It's time to go back and look at your life and look at the different things that have happened to you over the years. Go back to your childhood. Consider things that have happened in the past that may have affected you emotionally, spiritually, and physically, because it's time to look at those things so you can clear them. It'll be difficult for you to tap into the spiritual energies and to go through this door. You can't bring emotional heartache, emotional pain, and blocks with you. They won't go there because the vibration is too low. In this place, this is a high vibrational environment. And so for you to go through those gates, you've got to have a higher vibration. And in order to do that, you've got to go get rid of blocks. Blocks sometimes show up in our life from things that we don't even remember. And they are in our energy field like computer programs. And they're running in the background and we don't even know it. But you can go through your energy, not even knowing what they are, what the blocks are or the programs are, and you can clear anything that is in your way. You can simply say it. What is it that's in the way that is keeping me from going through the gates, keeping me from having healing and abundance? And anything in the way of me knowing that, I uncreate and disassemble it across all dimensions, time, space, and reality. You can do a prayer and say, I uncreate and disassemble all energy blocks that are holding me back across all dimensions, time, space, and reality. We like to say time, space, and reality and across all dimensions because there are many dimensions in the spirit realm. And some of the things that happen to us end up floating up into a higher dimension. Some things happened in the past. That's another dimension. We want to make sure we get rid of everything, past, present, and future, that could keep us from having our fullness in life. All right, Libra, thank you so much for joining me for your reading. I'm so excited that I had this time to be with you. I wish you well. I'm so happy that you have this wonderful love in your life. Those of you that did not feel that this reading was for them when it came to love, I'm picking up that there's someone coming. So you need to be ready. You need to have your heart. You need to have your spirit and your energy prepared to receive this wonderful person, because Spirit is sending you someone for those of you who don't have anybody already. So thank you so much for joining me. I'm looking forward to seeing you again. Have a wonderful week. Namaste.